moments to settle and to arrive in your body. And really, with yoga practice especially, the encouragement is to cultivate that wonderful sense of being here in this present moment, soaking up the atmosphere, checking in with your breathing and noticing your energy, how you feel this morning. Allowing yourself to watch your breathing. Being in no desire to necessarily alter the breath or prolong or pull the breath into the body and push the breath out, but simply to receive the inhalation and to release the exhalation. Okay, we're going to start with a few supine warm-ups. So coming on to the back body, I'm just going to rearrange my padded blanket here and draw your first thigh into the chest, and you really want to start with the right thigh. I know that on Facebook it tends to change the angle, so it will look, I think, on this film like I'm pulling my left thigh in, but essentially start with your right thigh, draw the right thigh into the chest and lengthen out through the left leg, press the heel away, inhale, exhale and curl. Try to avoid hunching your shoulders. And relax down, grounded, and again, inhale, exhale. Maybe tuck the chin and flex your neck. And if you're very supple this morning, you can take the hands around the inner arch of the foot. Draw the thigh to chest, armpit, shoulder. And then extend that leg. Take an inhale, exhale, point, flex and circle that ankle. Remember, your leg may want to be softer or bent, and the other leg may also release to the mat in a bent leg format. Otherwise, just see if you can open up a little bit more of a stretch here. And again, as you curl, inhale, exhale, take hold of the back of that thigh, calf or ankle, draw the leg to you, maybe bring it out to the side, and then find generous hip circle with a bent or a firm leg. And yes, maybe I am also rolling my pelvis, but it just feels good just to get that kind of massage around the back, waist, the pelvis and the lumbar back. Releasing that right leg, come into a full body stretch. And just ease the ribs away from the pelvis, point and flex the feet. Take the left thigh in, hold the shin or the back of the thigh, Pavanmuktasana. This is part of the Bihar school, the Pavanmuktasana, known as the wind relieving poses. Always makes you giggle when you hear that, doesn't it? Find the breath as you inhale, exhale, hollow belly, curl, draw the shoulders away from your ears. There is, of course, no need to rush, so can you have the patience to be guided by your breath? And to give time for pausing and connecting. And lay opening the chest and extend that leg up to sky. You might need to do this a few times. Pointing, flexing, circling the ankle. Kind of noticing how that feels through the whole of the leg compartment. So, you know, the positioning of our feet in standing poses and having good access to a mobile foot joints and lengthened front foot and back foot, really important to the front and back of the leg. Inhale, exhale. Have a look down your leg that's grounded and really see that is really well aligned. Back of thigh, you can interlace and push, pull. So drawing the leg away from you as you lift and curl. Or you might just want to draw the leg in a little with a softer knee, micro bend the knee, and lay back down. And then start to create a circular action through the hip joint. In grounded poses, it can be lovely to occasionally, of course, occasionally close your eyes. And once again, connect inwards, connect to your inside self. And let's bring both knees into the chest. And squeeze the inner thighs together, squeeze the knees together. Maybe lay the arms back down, chest is nice and open, shoulder blades grounded. And stirring a circle on the mat, so a pelvic circle, but you can roll to one side and draw the legs away from you, roll to the other side. You'll start to feel, I hope, the muscles of your postural core supporting you so that you don't fall and the legs don't drop. So being aware of that, and then I'm going to roll up and come over onto Balasana, extended child's pose. I'm just going to block out to the side. Bring the knees maybe mat wide and extend the body. And press the palms intentionally and purposely into the mat. And as you and I draw up to all fours, swaying cat, so realign the knees below the hips. And inhale as you lengthen and open up the ribs. And as you exhale, draw muscles in to support, almost a felt sense of knees down plank. So drawing the knees together, shoulders away, hovering. So try not to get that feeling of just sagging in the pelvis and hanging off of those shoulders. Scoop in and maybe rock forward and back a little faster. Inhaling back, exhaling forward. And come to all fours again. At this point, you might need to do what I have to do quite a lot, which is adjust your hair, adjust your ponytail if you have one. Press the palms under the shoulders. Turn the right palm out as you inhale, sweep open. And exhale and stay there. Let's go second side. Breathing in and out as you find something that looks really simple. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Cat pose twist looks simple, but actually in a morning practice you might be efforting. You might need to place the hand on your hip and just see if you can extend, rotate through the chest. So moderate as necessary. You are wise enough, I think, to know some of those classical moderations. Going to bring the hands under the shoulders again now and curl up and out into a folded soft fold with knees relaxed, crown releasing down. Maybe have a little wiggle here. And then quite lovely to open the shoulders a little bit with another fairly effortful pose, I think. Take the hands onto the back waist and lace them together, or affirmation mudra with the index fingers pointing to the sky and the thumbs crossing. And then roll the shoulders up and away from the ears. See if you can extend the arms. Maybe lift the chest away, readjust your position. So pull up, almost like halfway lift or Ardha Uttanasana. And then exhale, fold again with legs firmer, or keeping those knees soft. Ease out the shoulders again. Bit of wiggling, maybe some rolling. Good to sigh out through the mouth, relax the arms, hollow the belly, press through the feet and unravel. And roll your shoulders away. And I'm just going to adjust this mat so I don't end up hitting the walls of this studio, which can happen. We're going to use a bit of mindful sun salutation. So bring the palms to your heart as you inhale, sweep the arms and lift again the ribs away from the hips. You can bend the knees a little and just grow and evolve into that strength. The back muscles will be super strong as you open the front body and softly return into your heart. And you could do that several times. You could create some really lovely warm-up arm circles here. You know, especially if your shoulders tend to feel a little bit compacted or congested first thing in the morning. And in fact, mine are feeling a little bit like that. So I'm just going to pause to take my own advice and circle those shoulders and get into some kind of swimming arm actions. These do not have to be perfect. You know, they can just be relaxed and swirling. But this is good to warm up joint areas that you're going to use in sun salutation, especially in weight loading. So let's come to the top of the mat again, breathe in and open the chest. Back bend as much or as less as you need to. Exhale, fold. Deeply. Step your right foot back. High lunge to low. Soften the back of the top of the foot there. And just lift the arms out to a T shape, a Y shape, or more narrow, according to you. Breathe. Exhaling, press the palms. Bent knee dog. Really good first thing in a sun salut to work with a bent knee dog to open up that spine. Bending or pedaling the legs for a wee moment. Travel to plank. Scoop in. And of course, knees down and lowering the body. Or hug those elbows in and try and practice Chaturanga Dandasana. Even there's just a few. You don't have to do that for every round, of course. Gather the breath. Sphinx, mild Cobra Bhujangasana, or pressing into a fuller expression of that pose. Make sure those shoulders do not drag up to your ears. So consciously broaden the back. Touching the forehead. Going to go to second down dog, but through that you can also add a little moment of elongation in your child's pose. And find the breath. Mindfully breathing in and out through the nose, whether it is a softer knee or a firmer leg position. Sweep now the right leg up to the sky, up and out, curl the knee. So think about dog hip opener at this point. Step your right foot forward, left knee down. Ashwasanchalasana, low lunge. Open, maybe take the gaze to the sky. Just still feel connected to the muscles of the core. Try not to hang off of that pelvis. Lift to high lunge and let's step forward. Exhale, folding. And then rise. Expand again. Think about your body today, how it feels in this present moment. Breathing in. Circle arms, exhale, fold. Going left side now, left leg back, knee down. Inhale, crescent. Exhaling, down face dog. In this version, we are moving into plank for a neutral spine and for weight loading strength, pushing that earth away, building and maintaining bone health. If I pop the knees down, they don't dump down, so they come down softly with control, squeezing the inner thighs together. Elbows bend towards the ribs, mindfully lowering. Lengthening the legs away as you also join me, finding your Sphinx or Cobra pose. And because this represents quite a lot of strength and flexibility in the body, maybe stay here for another breath. And then draw the heart forward. The second down dog, lifting your hips high, trying to draw energetic power into those thigh muscles as they draw back towards the bones. Rooting through the right leg, ball of the foot, or maybe your knees bent, lengthening out as the left hip opens up, slight pivot on the pelvis. Keep the arms firm, evenly strong. Left foot forward, left ankle below the knee. You can pause here or reach the arms to a T or up. There's lots of arm positions you can find to give interest. It's quite nice to use that kind of cactus position, opening the chest. And find the breath again, be guided by your breath. High lunge to Uttanasana. Exhale, fold deeply. Empty your lungs. And rise with purpose, determination, intention, open. And bring the palms to the heart. Now in our regular Saturday flow, we might use several rounds of our sun salutation, but we would also maybe use other interesting themes. Focusing on strength, focusing on shoulder mobility. Today we're going to stand here for this moment, squeeze the inner legs together, bring the hands interlacing, rotate the knuckles, put the back palms on top of the crown and stack the body now and come into some side opening. So very much like Tiriaka Tadasana, the swaying palm tree. But the Sun Salute series does not include side bending lateral flexion, so I think it's so important for the human body, for the yoga practitioner, for all practitioners to maintain the spinal movements, maintain all of those movements evenly and with good health. And then reach the arms up overhead. Breathe in as you exhale, sweep the arms behind you, lacing those fingers together again. I'm going to take the feet mat wide and exhale back into that shoulder opening pose. Or you might say shoulder flexibility pose. I'm going to bend the knees. Inhale, exhale again. Make sure your breathing is a continuous flow of present moment energy to your practice. Shake out the head and neck. Sit deep into goddess or temple and reach the arms forward. Join the palms, drishti on the thumbs. You might want to rise up a little. Depends on your knees, on your legs, how you find this position. When you're ready, expand up and out. Big circle, bring the palms to the center. I'm going to finish this with a little final movement flow here. Rising to the sun, inhale, and exhale, fold. And now step back to plank. And self-adjust your plank so your shoulders are well stacked over the wrists or your arms are a little wider. And then step your feet mat wide. Come onto the outside edge of that right foot. And this is really intentional. You've got to really turn that foot and be super grounded. Step the left foot in front and maybe turn the right palm out just a few degrees of angle there. So there's a diagonal line between the right wrist and the right shoulder. And open out. Breathe and extend. That left arm may reach over the ear. Inhale, exhale, release. And take a moment to kneel or to sit. Or you could return to down face dog or plank at this moment. Feel that vital energy coursing through your body. Curl the toes, extend the buttocks towards the feet. Rise to downward facing dog. Spread out in all directions. Refind Kumbhakasana, your plank. And then outside edge of left foot. Keep finding the foundation of the pose first. Please don't be in too much of a hurry. And then lift the hips, lift the side waist. Bring your right arm up to sky if that feels good, or rest it on the hip. Or maybe the arm will reach over the ear, extend, breathe, feel. Check the head and neck, check the softness of the facial muscles. Maybe firm the legs and breathe again. Exit with care. And then come back to sitting. And it's important to absorb your practice, absorb your movements. Notice any shifts in your mood, your energy, your breathing. Breathe in now, infuse that body with fresh energy. Exhale, rotate the body. Maybe 4 times. Oh, it's already gotten hot in here. And then exhale, inhale, gratitude to yourself for joining this practice today. Even if you don't join this one live, it will be, of course, available on my Facebook page, and I will also try to upload to my YouTube channel, Yoga Ros. Have a really lovely day. Thank you, everybody.